Okay, so we continue with our quadratic function lesson. So previously we talked about a number of things, and this time we'll continue from there. Okay, so starting straight with an example. So here is our example. We have so that's what we have there. We have given that alpha plus beta is equal to 5 and alpha beta is equal to 2. Find the values of these. So they are simply telling you that. So here, instead of giving you, they could have given us a quadratic equation, and then we find the sum and also find the product on our own. But this is just a simple question requiring us to perform some basic operations. So it's just a matter of simplifying. Like here, we have 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So you can express this as a single fraction. You'll simply say alpha times beta, it is alpha beta, and then beta times 1, it's beta, plus alpha times 1, it's alpha. So here we can rewrite it as alpha plus beta over alpha beta. So we're going to have, what is alpha plus beta? It's 5. And then what is alpha beta? 2. So we can simplify further. We are done. And then we quickly proceed. So what if so this one alpha squared beta squared, this can be written like this. Yeah, like we factor out a power. So alpha beta, it is 2 they gave us, and then 2 squared, it's 4. Okay, and then the third one, I told you to master this. Yeah, so always know that alpha cubed plus beta cubed is equal to alpha plus beta cubed minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. Yeah, so we agreed that you should master this, or just learn how to expand this, and then yeah, you make that the subject. So we're going to have alpha plus beta, it's 5. So 5 cubed, that's 125, minus 3 times alpha, which is 3 times 2, 15. 15 times 2, it's 30. Remember, beta was 2. And then here, alpha is 5, beta is 2, 7. So we can continue from there. We proceed. Okay, so let's do an interesting one now. Okay, so we have something interesting here. Usually this looks very easy, yeah, because it is, but sometimes you can underrate and get things very wrong. So they want us to find alpha minus beta squared. So they have given us the sum is this, product is that. So we simply say, let's expand this. So I already taught you how to expand a binomial when the power is 2. You simply say this squared. So alpha squared, it's alpha squared. If I did 2, we could have said 2 squared is 4. And then we come to b. B squared, it's b squared the way it is. And then we now say alpha times beta, it is alpha beta. And then since we have 2 terms, we multiply by 2. So we say 2 alpha beta. Okay. So now at this point we can, so you can see they are giving us alpha plus beta. Yeah, because these things work later on. So we know the property of this. This where you see alpha squared plus beta squared. You already know now that alpha squared plus beta squared. So I told you to master or always remember. It is alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. Okay. So the thing what can help you to remember is always when you see these, when the square is on each, you can't work with this. The square should be outside. No wonder we have to do some magic. Okay, so here this means that while there is alpha plus beta squared, we substitute with the property. Yeah. So we can do that. So while there is, these guys are stubborn. So where there is alpha plus beta squared, we're putting alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, and I forgot one thing here. So when expanding here, we said alpha times alpha squared, it's alpha power 2 plus beta power 2. That is this and that. And then I said alpha times beta. So beta will also get the negative, like this is negative b. Even when we said here, we said negative b squared, now it remains positive. Yeah, but here we're going to say alpha times beta. It is negative alpha beta. And then later on we put a 2. So here, you can edit and put minus. Okay, so are we still together up to here? So where there is this, we have written the whole lot of that. And then we shouldn't forget there is a minus alpha beta. So at this point, you just start substituting. Yeah, it's baby stuff here now. You simply say alpha plus beta, they have told us it's 6. So it will be 6 squared minus alpha beta, it's 2 over 3 minus 2 over 3. Yeah, so you can continue from here. We proceed. So now we look at the next item. So now we got to forming new equations. Yeah, so let's learn how to form a new equation from a given one. So I think we can have an overview. Yeah. So what we do is simply we're going to be finding the sum of the given function. We find what is the a plus b, and then even the product we find what is a plus b. We write. From there, we're now going to find the sum of the new equation. So when we simplify, how are we going to say it? Okay. So when we the sum of the new equation, we're going to be given roots. Yeah, so they'll give us roots. They tell us that the new roots, okay, the new equation will have certain roots. So when we simplify the certain roots, we're going to find the sum of those roots. And then wherever there will be a plus b, we'll be putting what was there. Wherever there will be a b, I'm even saying a, alpha, beta, yeah, we'll be putting the product. Yeah, so are you ready for an example already? Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, that's our equation. That's our question. So they're telling us that the roots of the equation are alpha and beta. Oh, they want us to find the quadratic equation now, whereby the roots will be these. I don't know what I was even saying previously. Okay, so they want us to find the quadratic equation. So you have to remember the new quadratic equation will be x squared minus sum of the new roots times x, and then plus the product of the new roots. Yeah, that will be the approach or the destination. So at this point, we first find the product and sum of this quadratic. So the product, which is alpha plus beta, it is a negative. So negative b, so b is this one, and then a is that one too. So negative 5 over 2, which is 5 over 2, because the negatives cancel. And then for the product, we say c, which is negative 6 over a, 8 positive 2. So meaning the product is negative 3. Okay, so now want to find the new equation whereby the roots are 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So the key thing is to simplify 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. You're going to say 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So common denominator alpha beta. Oh, I think we did something similar. Alpha times 1 alpha, beta times 1, it's beta. So at this point we can just check, where do we have a plus b? Here on top. So we're going to have 5 over 2 as a plus b, over ab, it's negative 3. Yeah, So you can simplify further and see the answer you get. So now at this point, we can also look at yet another example. Oh wait, I think I'm just so tired. Okay, so here I was already talking about another example when we haven't even finished, we haven't found the new equation. So to find the new equation, you remember, I rubbed, okay, yeah, but anyway, we can still remember x squared minus sum plus product of the new roots. So first want to find the sum of the new roots. So the new roots, they have just told us that one root is 1 over alpha, and then the other root is 1 over beta. So no wonder we're adding here. We found this and that, so meaning we're going to have so this is 5 over 2 divided by negative 3 over 1. When we work it out, we find 5 over 6 as a negative. Okay, so okay, we've wrapped this as well. So when we simplified, we said we had alpha plus beta, it's here negative 5 over 2. So we say negative 5 over 2. And then alpha beta, make sure I write systematically going down. So alpha beta simply means we multiply alpha and beta. So that would be 1 over alpha beta. So this is on the sum. Okay, I'm tired right now. Okay, so the sum, so this was the sum, and then now the product we're going to say 1 over alpha, this is one root, times 1 over beta. So we are going to have 1 over alpha beta, which will be 1 over alpha beta is negative 3. So the equation of the new roots, it's x squared minus negative 5 over 2, we put x plus the sum, the constant term 1 over negative 3. So this can cancel, this can be negative. Alright, so we've covered that, we've covered the complicated parts, the introductory parts, which are very cardinal. So we're just remaining with going to graph. Yeah, going to graph and just complicated questions. Yeah, so those are the basics which you have to know. Let's continue later on. For now, we can end here. Bye.